All right, welcome back, my friends, to the Rome Live YouTube channel. Back on the Binding of Isaac Repentance. And we're not showcasing a mod today. We are playing some regular old Tainted Keeper. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, Rome, why are you playing regular old Tainted Keeper? And the reason is simple. The reason is that I didn't really feel like showcasing a mod today, to be honest with you. I kind of felt like playing the base game. And I've been getting a lot of comments, whether that be in the YouTube comment section or in the live stream comment section. You guys should follow the Twitch, obviously. Asking for some Tainted Keeper. And I thought to myself, you know what? I haven't really brought out Tainted Keeper in a while. So I figured now's a good time as any to actually, you know, bring Tainted Keeper back to the channel and just have some fun with it. Now, the make or break part of this run is definitely going to be the first floor shop. We're looking for something that will prove beneficial to this run. Now, for those of you who have been wondering about my my little saga doing the thing that scares me from the question of the day, that being the VO workshop that I'm supposed to attend, there have been some updates, some developments. However, I'm not allowed to talk about anything regarding that. So, I will just say that things are moving and it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Am I still terrified? Oh, most definitely, without a shadow of a doubt. I'm horrified of doing this, but I'm gonna stick to it, and I'm gonna do it. Let's see what we got in here. Oh my god, there's no way. On the first floor like that, too? Holy, birthright into Keeper's Balls. Oh man, welcome to the party, my friends. If that doesn't deserve a subscription to this channel, I don't know what does, man. We're aiming for 100K this year. Help the channel out. Also, if you wouldn't mind dropping a like on it, if we hit 1,000 likes, I will do another Tainted Keeper video this week. How about that? I know you guys love Tainted Keeper. Or maybe you want Tainted Jacob. Maybe you want Tainted Cain. What do I know? 1,000 likes, Tainted Cain. I don't know. What do you want? What do you want from the channel? I don't know. The reasoning that we are skipping our first floor item room is that the item room is the exact same as the shop on Tainted Keeper, because Tainted Keeper shop does actually contain item room items. As you saw, also contains boss room items. I mean, we got caffeine pill from that. That is a boss pool item. So the item room only contains one item, while the shop has a chance to contain, I don't know the exact number, but like 4, I think, maximum 4, maybe 5. Not 100% sure. Something along those lines. And if we end up skipping the first floor item room, instead of that, what we can do is we can increase our planetarium chance. And if you don't know what planetariums are, well, we'll show you when we get one. But those are special items that you can only get by skipping the item room or by getting extremely lucky. There's a planetarium right there. Beautiful, fantastic. What did we get? We got the worst one. We got the worst planetarium item. Let's pray that there is some way to get a reroll on this floor, because I have little to zero vested interest in Jupiter. Wow. Okay. So Daddy Longlegs is awesome. Diplopia, also quite awesome. I do want to check my item room too, because we did already get a planetarium, so there's no point in leaving the item rooms now, because we got super, super lucky. So huge shout out to planetariums for that one. No secret in there, that's fine. Gemini and a blinded. We'll probably leave it. I might come back for the blinded later. I don't know. I'm going to pick up Daddy Longlegs now. Nice all-stat increase. Thank you to Keeper Sack. Shout out to you. Grab all of this. Blow you up. Grab that. Oof. But yeah, essentially, that's what you kind of look for on Tainted Keeper. You look for those planetariums, because more often than not, they are going to have an item that's beneficial to your run. When it comes to bad items in the planetarium, there's literally like 2 of them, and we got one of them. One of them is Jupiter, and one of them is Mars. You can debate amongst yourselves if you think, you know, if you think like Mars or something or Jupiter is good. Personally, I just think you're wrong. That's fine. We can have our own opinions. I don't think they're good. I actually think they're quite bad. I don't think they're good beyond any stretch of the imagination. But hey, maybe that's just me. I'm not 100% sure. What do we got? I don't really care about that. I'm also going to skip the You know what? Someone did ask me to go Devils. You know what? Let's go Devils today. Why not? Oh, wow. You know what? I'm not opposed to that at all. Someone did ask me to go Devils in a previous video, so I figured, you know what? Let's give the people what they want. Let's go Devils this run. I honestly don't think I can get enough money to get the Diplopia. That is a bit of a shame. Is there a super secret somewhere? That is the $1 million question. Here it is. What's in here? There's one coin, and I'm about to die. Grab that. Let's not die. X-Lax. Okay, so there's nothing there for us. Sadly, we can't get Diplo. I am glad that I got Daddy Longlegs, though. That is a fantastic item, so no harm, no foul. We'll make our way to the next floor, and we'll just keep this train moving. Just keep this train moving, baby. But yeah, now we are able to successfully enter all of our item rooms, because we do have our planetarium already got. So we'll grab the blinded D12. Not ideal. It does give us stats, thankfully, due to Keeper Sack. So it's not actually the end of the world whenever we buy something that's not extremely or immediately beneficial to us. It's not realistically that big of a problem since we're getting these bonus stats. However, I would like to be as efficient as I can with my money in regards to getting what we want while also increasing our stats. So we got tech. I will most definitely take that. I love tech. I think it's a fantastic item. We'll grab this too, because why not? It's cheap. We kind of just have to fight the boss, actually. I mean, okay, granted, we could do the Mirror Realm, in theory. It was Death's Touch and Brimstone Bombs. Death's Touch is great. I don't realistically think it's worth 30 cents. If we had, like, a bunch of money, I would take it. But we don't, so I'm not really that hard-pressed by that in any way whatsoever, so that's fine. We are going to do the Mirror Realm. I don't know if we want to do Mother today. Mother could be fun. But I don't know if I'm really feeling it. If I'm being honest with you here, I don't really know if I'm feeling it. So we'll continue this run and we'll kind of see where the road takes us. Maybe we'll grab knife piece number 1 and just kind of see how we feel about it. You know? That's how life goes, right? You just kind of do things, you try things, see how you feel about them. Except for, like, drugs. Don't do those. They're bad. They're bad, okay? They're not good for you. Unhealthy. You'll get sick. You'll get sick. But pizza's good. And hamsters are good. There's gonna be, like, one person that understands that reference in the comment section. And yes, that joke was specifically aimed at you, for you. You are welcome. Just gonna be one guy that's like, is that from this thing? And we'll be like, yes. Yes, it was. Shout out to you, you legend. You dead set legend. We got Blub again. I did this because, I mean, honestly, Tropicamide isn't that bad, and also we can just kind of farm some more money. Not that we were able to really farm any money at all, but hey, it is what it is. We picked up both of the items that we want in the item room. The shop, sorry, we picked up everything that we want from the shop. I didn't mean to do that, but thank you. The item room was... I can't even remember. I can't even remember what the item room was. What was... Oh, it was D12. That's what it was. I guess we can grab this for the luck upgrade. We have some money, and we can make our way to the mines. Because I did grab knife piece number 1. And maybe we are going to end up doing Mother. I don't know yet. We're going to see how it feels, like I said. But it is what it is. We will go to the item room first and foremost, because it is right here. Only 15 cents. The Miter. That is completely useless on this character. I will buy the blinded. It is anemic. Also quite useless. The reasoning that that's useless is that I have technology. And technology has range that covers the whole screen. So that doesn't really do anything for us. I mean, cool, I guess. I think also when we take damage, we leave a trail of blood, if I remember correctly. Not really super useful. We got Chaos and the Stapler. Now, I don't mind that. I don't mind that one bit. Chaos is funny. And we could get Turbo Broken from Chaos. Now, we could get Turbo Unbroken from Chaos. It could give us straight stinky poo-poo crappy garbage. But the gamble, the risk factor of it all, we gotta do it, right? I mean, we have to. Like, there's no reason for us to just not do it. Aside from, like, I don't know, the run going bad. But just get better items, Rome. Forehead. So simple. Nice tier rate increase. Very good. I mean, 14 damage? Exactly flat 14 damage, by the way. On, like, what, the 4th floor? Yeah, the 4th floor? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. We got a golden poop. That's kind of cool. This room sucks, and I hate it, and I'm not a fan. That way, we will not have to rely on an item spawn. I got that. We did not get another devil deal. That is totally fine. We're going to grab the pentagram. We're going to pick up this coin. And I'm gonna look for the secret room really quick because we have 7 bombs, and I feel like the curse room, or the secret room is in between the curse room and the mob trap. And it is. And when it is, that means that we can get in the curse room for free, which means we might be able to get another devil item. We got Leo. I honestly don't even want it. I'm sure people enjoy that item. Personally, I actually don't. And the reasoning for that is that there's so many bomb rocks that just... and like spike rocks that just exist in this game that are designed for you to take damage on, that it's just not really worth it in my opinion. We got Bumbo. I'm gonna pick up this. Ghost bombs, that's fine. Ghost bombs isn't something that I'm looking for, but it is an item and it gives us stats. So hey, such is life when you got chaos and you are straight chilling. Now, I don't know if we realistically even need anything like active item wise. Oh, well, we can get it for 5 cents, or we can... oh! I think we're gonna take that instead. I think that's much better. These are great. I feel like we take Ocular Rift and the Rosary. The Rosary mostly because it's a tier rate increase, even though it's 0.14. Not crazy. But, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a tier rate increase nonetheless, so sure. We'll take it. Oh, you know, I didn't even ask my question of the day. I had it in my brain ready to go, and it totally slipped my mind. Today's question of the day, my friends, ties into the Planetarium theme. My question of the day is, what is your favorite Planetarium item? And what is your least favorite Planetarium item? A little bit of a double, a little bit of a twofer. What's your favorite / least favorite Planetarium item, and why? Let me know why in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear that. Whoa! Okay, we are good. Jesus Christmas. You have no speed in there. It's horrible. Okay, what do we got in here? Give me something. The box. You know what? I'll take it. It's stats, and it is going to refill my health container. That's... honestly, that's fine. Oh, yeah, I also managed to, this weekend, put in some of my... oh, my God, I'm still low HP. Put in some of my sound system for my Camaro. It was really weird. We were taking apart the car to put the new speakers in. We found out that the Camaro, the version that I have, the speakers aren't actually located in the door like most cars. They're actually located in the dash, which was very, very strange. I love that I said I'm gonna go Devils for this, like, one person who commented it, and then I immediately picked up Chaos. You're welcome, by the way. I don't need any of this. I didn't mean to buy that. I don't need it. I could, like, theoretically... okay, hang on, we'll buy this. I could theoretically, like... what was I even gonna say? Theoretically what? Turn into Blue Baby? What is this guy talking about? Does he know? Does he know? I'm confused. I don't remember. I was talking about something. Well, that's fine. Anyways. Yeah, the speakers are in the dash, of all places. It was a very strange thing to see. It was kind of cool. But, we took out the speakers. The old speakers were, for any of my speaker heads out there, any of my audio files, my speakers were 40 watts. They were like this big. They were tiny. And keep in mind, that was the enhanced sound system that was like an add-on package for the car. Like that was like the big bucks. And it was not good. It was very, just not a good thing, like, at all. It just wasn't. So we replaced them with two 220 watt speakers, and I have two 12-inch subs in the trunk as well, which is ridiculous. And I'm probably gonna get a ticket for a noise complaint at some point in my endeavors in the outside world in my Camaro. But that's fine, you know. It's a fast car. It's a loud car. That's why I bought it, because it's funny. So that's what we're working on right now. We're working on the sound system. It's going pretty good. Okay, so we should go to the item room first, I think. Succubus is dope. Giant Cell, hey, like yesterday's video, like that item. Like Infestation 3, like that one. Like Infestation 27. Like any number of the Infestation items. I love it. It's good. It's good. It's good. But yeah, I'm really hoping that this whole this whole workshop thing goes well. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm excited but scared. But I think, you know, if you don't do things that scare you, you're never gonna grow as a person. So, okay, well, some things you shouldn't do if they scare you, and like they scare you rightfully so. You know what I mean? Like the bad examples, obviously. These are all pretty bad. I'm gonna buy this because that's a nice tier rate increase, and then I'm gonna open this up. We're gonna get a little bit more money, and then I'm gonna buy Fate's Reward because that's actually not that bad. It's not great, but for what's in there, it's not that bad. We'll take a Judgment. We don't really need the demon one, but we'll grab this. Beautiful. I don't need marked. Anyone who says that I need marked is trolling, and they will be banned forever. Don't comment that. Don't comment should have taken marked. Hashtag marked 2025. Don't comment that. I'll get mad. Don't do it. Just don't. Don't do it. I will know who you are. I will track you down. I hate marked, man. It's such a bad item. Does anybody enjoy playing with marked aside from those weirdos who play with their mouse? Which that's a whole other debacle. Don't even get me started. Like, who plays the Binding of Isaac with their mouse? If you play the Binding of Isaac with your mouse, you are very, very strange. That's not a hot take, is it? Like, if you play with your mouse and your keyboard on Binding of Isaac, you are a weird person. That's just a weird thing to do. I don't even really think you should be playing this game on a controller, to be honest. And, like, there's people out here playing with their mouse controls. That's crazy. Why? Do you need the game to be harder for no reason? I don't understand. Let's go to the secret room. What do we got? Can't be any secret room items in it. Well, okay, there can be, but there's not, because it's, you know, chaos. But cool. Let's keep our keys up if we can. Want to keep our keys up for the chest. Because even if we go Mother, we do have runs continue past Mother, so we can do a pretty long run today if we're smart about it. Can't get any of that money. That is a big, big stinking shame. Damn. I just like singing along to the music sometimes. This is, if you're wondering, this is the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack, I believe. Yes, this is from the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack. And another note, you know, if none of you guys have played or seen Banjo-Kazooie, I know I have a bit of an older audience, but I still feel like probably not a ton of people have seen it or played it. Play it. Man, it's awesome. It's such a great game. It's so good. It's so much fun. It's hard, but it's very fun. It's like one of the few games that I watch speedruns of. Because it's so cool to watch. But also, I mean, they just made a platformer that was like hashtag better, you know? Like, that was just Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, you gotta free the little birdie guys in every level. Like, as a bonus, you gotta collect all the jiggies. They call the jigsaw pieces jiggies. Because you're trying to, like, create a puzzle or, like, fix a puzzle or something. They call them jiggies. I just think that name is like, so silly, but also kind of adorable. So I love it. We're gonna buy all of this because we can. I guess I can buy this too. Why not? Yeah, it's a lot of money that we spent, but hey, not like we're using it for anything right now, unless we get a devil deal with brimstone in it. Then I'm gonna be pissed. Well, that's about it for this floor. Let's go fight the boss. We could open the item room, but I really just don't want to disappoint myself. Because what's the point? Okay, it was red key and mom's coin purse. Oh yeah, we have chaos, so it does nothing. We'll take this. Negative's fine. Oh yeah, I guess we needed the Polaroid to go to the chest, but whatever. This is 2 out of 3 conjoined. Lusty Blood is really good. A Red Stew is pretty good. Maybe we could take Red Stew, but Red Stew will probably, like, wear off before it's, like, that useful. You know what? We'll take Red Stew. Why not? Should help us with clearing boss rush relatively quickly, which is kind of what I'm looking to do here. Now, with boss rush, there is a chance where the bosses actually don't drop coins, so we do have to be a little bit on the careful side. See, like, Gemini did drop a coin there, but Little Chad didn't. So, I don't really know what the chances are, or, like, if there's a reasoning behind why one drops coins and one doesn't. I'm sure somebody knows that. I personally don't. I might just be a big stupid idiot that should, you know, get more information about the game that he plays for a living. But hey, shut up. But hey, shut up. I don't want to hear it. We are rocking 1 HP. This is scary territory, my friends. This is very, very scary territory. We'll get rid of Gertie Jr. here. Should be a worm coming out of the ground. And there we go. Wave 15 of 15. Still no coins dropping. But that's all right. That does nothing. That's actually really bad on this character, believe it or not. The reasoning for that is that we do already have quad shot, so it will increase our amount of tears fired by, like, I think 2. I think it does 6, maybe 7. But our tear rate actually just goes into the gutter. So we're going to skip that for now. We're going to make our way to the corpse. All right, on to the corpse, my friends. Now, I kind of want to check this, but that means that we can't teleport to our boss room. I think that's fine, honestly. Nothing crazy. Some extra money is always nice. I will use a bomb for this. Reminder, we are still going to Hush after the Mother fight is done. I do have runs continue past Mother on, so don't you worry about that. We are shredding. Shout out to Red Stew. Actually glad I took it. Oh, maybe we should have sped ran to Mom then. Oh, shoot. I might have biffed it, gamers. Might have biffed it. Well, you know what? I farmed up to 70 coins. This is worth. This is worth. I'm not losing that much damage because we're killing a whole heap and heck of a lot of enemies. So this is fine. We just need to find the boss, like, relatively quickly, and we should be all good. But yeah, back to what I was saying before about the, sorry, I kind of go on random tangents and then, like, pick them up at random places in the video. If you're new here, I do apologize. My audience is very used to it. But back to what I was saying about the voiceover stuff. Like I said, I'm cautiously optimistic. Scared, but I think being able to do something like that would be really, really fun, man. I mean, look, I do a lot of voices in my videos as it is. Not all of them are good. Some of them are quite bad, but they're funny. To me, at least. I make myself laugh, and that's the most important thing for me. All right, I apologize for the abrupt cut there. I don't know why the void portal is there, but I didn't have enhanced boss bars on. I know people have been asking for it, so I just had to turn that on really quick, so I do apologize. But we are going to be fighting Mother now. And here's a little guide on how to beat Mother. I will continue with what I was talking about afterwards, but I just need to lock in a little bit here so we can beat Mother without dying. Because this boss is actually one of the harder bosses in this game, if I say so myself. Now, the reason it's probably harder for me this time is actually, believe it or not, due to Ocular Rift. I don't really like Ocular Rift against Mother. Against Hush, I enjoy it. Against, you know, Blue Baby and Isaac and stuff, I actually really like Ocular Rift. Against this boss in particular, not a fan. It's not a very super enjoyable experience. And the reasoning for that is that it actually pulls the Mother boss really, really hard. So it pulls her, like, straight up into you. As you saw, I mean, we took a little bit of damage there. We managed to beat her. But, yeah, I mean, that happens. This is, why? Whatever. Who cares? Off we go to the Hush fight, my friends. Yeah, it's not the best item for Mother specifically, if I had to say so. We can grab this, I guess. It's not really going to do anything, but it's funny, maybe. Mom's ring, I will take that. Thank you, Chaos. Shout out to you. You're a legend. Black rune could be nice for maybe this room in here. Nope, that's a Deadeye. I will be buying that. That works with tech, right? I believe it does. I may be stupid. I may be dumb, all right? But I'm not stupid. Let's get our HP back up to full really quick. There's some money in there. Beautiful. We'll also open this because it is going to give us a key back and some money. I don't know if we realistically want to do this and use all of our bombs, but I guess we're not going to use our bombs for anything else, right? So why not? Nothing in here. That means that we're going to run out of bombs in this room, and we're probably not going to get one. We could spawn a judgment. Maybe pay him out. Maybe he drops something useful. Let's take a look. Anything? 2 charged keys is kind of insane, actually. I am just going to black rune these, I think, all of this. I don't think I care about any of that. It was a range up. Not the best, but not the worst either. So we are going to fight Hush now. Still rocking 26 damage. Thank you in part to Red Stew for giving us that nice damage boost. Should be able to make relatively light work of Hutch, especially since we have this Ocular Rift. Like I said, this is a good boss to have Rift on. The Mother Fight, not so much. But as I was saying, you know, I do a lot of character voices on the channel, or like a lot of like random voices in general. And hopefully I make you guys laugh with them. I make myself laugh with them, and I think that's the most important thing. Because sometimes you do have to remember that, like, yes, I love making these videos for you guys, and I do make them for you guys, but I did start making these videos originally just for myself, man, just because I enjoyed making them, and, you know, I had fun doing it, and having a place where I could archive my Isaac runs and, like, archive myself. I was gonna say aging, but that sounds like negative when it's not. Maturing, I guess, over time? I think that's maybe a more accurate description of that. A little place to, like archive myself, just kind of maturing, like, over the years and stuff like that, because, you know, I'm definitely a lot different than who I was when I started. You know, I started a little bit over 2 years ago now, posting Isaac videos every single day, and my life has completely changed from when I started. You know, when I started this, I was working a 9 to 5. Thankfully, I had a remote work job, which I really liked. But I worked a 9 to 5, you know, 5 days a week, sometimes more, depending on what had to get done at that time. And now I play video games for a living. It's quite silly if you think about it. I mean, I'm forever blessed, of course, don't get me wrong, but it is a little bit silly. We are gonna go... I didn't mean to go to this stage. I tried to walk in the trapdoor. I have too much speed. Please bear with me as I take us to Shoal. Hey, look at that. We're in Shoal. Wow, crazy. Oh my god. He did it the legitimate way. I just found the shovel and I went back down twice. Crazy. Insane. I know. Tell me about it. Let's fight Stan. But yeah, my whole life has changed, man. I mean, I've met so many, like, new people. I've had so many amazing and interesting experiences. It's been great. You know, there's definitely more things that I want to do. I mean, voiceover work being one of them. That's why I am taking the step. But I just think it's super, super interesting and super, super fun that I, you know, get to do this. I get to do this for a living, man. Like, it's life's a trip, man. It's such a strange thing, you know? I like to, I like to say a lot of times that I actually got, like, the inspiration to, you know, take the leap and go for it, and do all this stuff from, you know, I had inspirations for, like, just content in general from a lot of different people. But when it came to, like, actually, like, doing it and putting my foot down, I mean, out of all the things, it's gotta be, surprisingly enough, I think it has to be Theo Von. Out of all the people and all the things that, you know, I've listened to and heard and spoken about with other people, I think it has to be Theo Von. You know, that's where like my thing that I always say in my videos and in my streams comes from. You know, nothing changes if nothing changes. I got that directly from, like, a Theo Von, like, clip somewhere. Yeah, and he's right. You know, nothing changes if nothing changes. And you only get one life. So just do whatever the hell you want, man. I have this very similar theme in, like, most of my videos. But I don't know. I feel like I need to repeat it multiple times to kind of get the point across. You know? Do what you want to do, and you'll find a way. You will find a way to do what it is that you want to do. You know? You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out, because that's what everybody else is doing. You know? Nobody else knows what's happening. We're all just figuring it out. We're all just people. You know? No one is more powerful or cooler or more important than you are. Because at the end of the day, we're all just people. You know, it doesn't matter if someone has more money than you, or they have a better job than you, or, you know, they have more friends than you. None of this matters, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're all just people. We're all the same thing, the same DNA, all the same funny business that goes on in making your body a human body, goes into mine, making mine a human body, okay? It's all the same. I mean, okay, it's not like identical, obviously, otherwise that would be kind of dull. But you understand what I mean. Everybody is capable of doing what they want to do. And for some people, you know, it might take more work than others, or it might be a lot harder. Because, you know, there's extraneous circumstances, and there's roadblocks, and there's other obstacles, things of that nature. But I truly believe that if there's something that you want to do, that you can do it. Now, I do really like perfection, but I also really like having a 2 damage up. Is the 2 damage up beneficial enough to leave perfection, though? I feel like no, because Ocular Rift, right? But Ocular Rift is proccing like quite a bit anyways. We'll just take this. Let's go to the Void. As I was saying, you can do anything that you set your mind to, man. And the one that I keep coming back to, like I have it saved on my phone. It's a Theo Von clip, obviously. That's who I'm referring to. But you know, he said he got a question, I think, on like his podcast or something. I don't really watch his like podcasts and stuff. I mostly just like see the clips and stuff. But because I'm not really a big podcast guy, I don't really listen to podcasts that much. But anyways. He got a question, I think, from like one of his callers or something that was like, what advice would you give to your younger self? And his response was, bear with me, I'll get to like what it means, but his response was, ask her out. And like he elaborates further, but like realistically what he means is like it doesn't have to be a girl, right? Like it can be a girl, you know, ask her out. It's like, why not? The worst you're gonna get is a no. And when it comes to that kind of thing, if you get a no, you leave it, you move on, right? That's how it works. You know, nobody likes creepy people not taking no for an answer. It's weird and we don't like it and we don't stand for it. But it doesn't just apply to, you know, asking someone out on like a date, you know? It applies to jobs. It applies to hobbies. It applies to doing things that scare you. Doing things that make you feel anxious, or doing things that you wouldn't normally do to gain a deeper understanding of your own character and your own emotions and your own personality, things of that nature. So just do it, you know? Not to sound like Shia LaBeouf, but just do it, man. What's stopping you? Realistically, what is stopping you? You know? And if the answer is, oh, well, I think I'm, like, you know, I'm not going to do a very good job, or, like, you know, I don't have the time for it, or, like, something like that, it's like those, like, in reality, those are kind of, like, excuses. You know, because you can find the time. You know, it might be hard, but you can find, even if it's like, you know, 5 minutes for doing something really small, you can find the time to do something that you love or that you want to do. You know, you can find 5 minutes in a day to even do the smallest little bit of progress work towards that goal, right? And the best advice when it comes to being in your own head and things like that I've gotten and that I, you know, give to everybody else, which is, it's hard to take it into your own mind, especially if, you know, you have anxiety or something like that. I get it. It's very hard to take into your own mind what I'm, like, about to say. But the longer you let it kind of marinate, marinate's a crazy word for that, and, like, kind of sit in your brain and stew, the more it, like, makes sense. And, you know, my advice for people who are thinking like that is just that everybody else is in their own head just as much, if not more. No one is concerned about what you're doing, you know, unless they, like, actively care about you and, like, they're checking in on you or something. Most people are more concerned with what's going on in their life at that moment. You're not even, like, a second thought, man. Like, it doesn't matter. So the only person that's beating you up that hard is you. That's it. There's no one else. So stop beating yourself up so hard, man. And like, I don't know, let's take a creative thing, for example. You know? When it comes to like music or something, I don't know, maybe you want to be a musician. Do you think like Slash? Do you think Slash just woke up one day and could just shred bars on the guitar? No! He didn't know what he was doing. He picked it up and he practiced. Do you think, do you think flipping, what's another good example? I don't know. What's another good example? Let me think. Like, do you think Killswitch Engage just, like, woke up one day and they just wrote My Curse? Like, with no prior musical experience? One of, like, the greatest songs of all time? No! They didn't do that. Because it's not possible. We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about practice. You just gotta practice, man. And like I always say, practice does not make perfect because perfect does not exist. Everybody is perfect in their own way, but there is no real true thing as perfect. What I mean by that is perfection is something that you shouldn't strive to attain because it's not real. And, you know, it's a word used to make most people feel bad about themselves or make other people feel better than other people. Practice does not make perfect. Practice makes permanent. Practice means the more you practice, the more well you are able to do something consistently. Correct? Correct. That does not equate to perfect, okay? Perfection does not exist unless you're talking about the trinket and the Binding of Isaac, which I don't even have because I have Delicate Flower. But regardless, there is no perfection. It does not exist. So stop holding yourself to ridiculously high standards that don't make any sense and just do what you want to do, man. Pick up that guitar, man. I don't know, write that novel that you always wanted to write. Write a killer story. Write a script. Do some acting. Star in a movie. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. And like, if you want to just like, I don't know, what if your dream is to just like, I don't know, be like a blue collar worker and like be a mechanic or like be a plumber or something. Do that. That's great. It's fantastic. I think that's super awesome. I think as long as you have something that motivates you and that drives you, if there's something that you love doing and you're able to do it, that's pretty much all that we can ask for in this world, right? That's pretty much it, man. There's not that much else that we can ask for. Everything else is great. Everything else is just gravy on top. But you do have to remember, you know, you might have some bad days, my friends. And there has to be bad days in order to have good days, okay? I'm going to leave you with that. There has to be bad days in order to have good days. Don't forget that. The highs and the lows come hand in hand. If it was only highs, they wouldn't feel like highs anymore. They wouldn't feel nearly as good. They would feel boring. So, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it, comment down below what your favorite part was, what you want me to check out next. And as always, push that funny little subscribe button on the way to 100K before the end of this year. And we can only do it with your help. However, until next time, take care and stay safe, my friends.